Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Brandy Nikhil, and I am back with another video. And this time I want to talk about something that I've talked about on this channel before, but it's been a while. I want to talk about fat phobia. Specifically, I want to talk today about the harm that fat phobia causes and the dangers of fat phobia. So I have a few key points, but before I do, I want to make this disclaimer. If you tapped on or clicked on this video and you are already committed to misunderstanding, you're already committed to your hatred, your disgust with whatever people that do not meet a certain physical aesthetic, go ahead and close out. This is not for you. We don't want you here, and that's totally fine. Now, if you are open-minded, you want to understand, this is your lived experience, or you want to understand the lived experience, then please stick around. Glad to have you here. Kiss, kiss. Anyways, so a few key points that I want to call out for you. So one, fat phobia can actually adversely impact health. So not only are you attacking somebody because you think that they do not look like what you think health looks like, you could be harming their health by doing so. So fat phobia leads to stress, it leads to anxiety, it leads to increased blood pressure, it leads to all of these different things that can then go down roads that can make a person more physically or mentally unhealthy than they were to begin with. And so it really is counterproductive to put fat phobia out there into the world in an effort to make people healthier, when really it does the adverse of that. And let me just clarify, fat phobia is a fear or hatred of people that exist in fat bodies. I'm not saying anything about health. I'm saying that if you see a person and they have a body that is overweight or what is deemed fat by you or whoever, you do not have the right to then decide that based on their physical appearance, you get a chance to hate them, to treat them poorly. It's not okay. What does that sound familiar to? It sounds a little bit like how racism works, doesn't it? Based on what you look like, I get to decide that I don't have to treat you appropriately. I get to make the decision that you are automatically inferior to me because you look like that. Interesting take, isn't it? Okay, second thing. Dangers of fat phobia that we do not talk enough about. It is dangerous to a person's livelihood. So a person being overweight, deemed obese, deemed fat, whatever, it has a scientifically proven, statistically proven impact on their ability to get a job. People are treated differently in workplaces based on their physicality, based on weight. So not only are you saying, hey, I get to treat you poorly, but you're also saying, I also don't think that you really should get an opportunity to make a living. You don't deserve to have a job. You don't deserve that. You're fat. Think about that for a moment. Based on what a person looks like, they don't deserve to be treated well. They don't deserve to have a job or keep their job. They should be treated poorly in the workplace. That's a wild series of events because somebody doesn't look the way that you would like them to look. And this is your reminder that health does not have an aesthetic. The same way you cannot look at a thin person and assume that they are healthy, you cannot look at a fat person and assume that they are unhealthy. You simply cannot. I don't care what you say. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. If you have not seen a person's medical record, do not make an assumption on their actual health. Just don't do it. It's very simple. Don't do it. Third danger of fat phobia: medical mistreatment. So this is what I'm doing my dissertation on. I'm talking about the treatment of fat Black women in healthcare settings. And there is so much bias that happens in healthcare settings based on a person's weight. That is so dangerous. People are literally not getting the treatments that they need because they're overweight, and that is all that a healthcare provider can focus on. That is all they are willing to see. I have seen and heard countless stories of people going to healthcare professionals about something serious. Hey, there's something going on. I feel a lump in my breast, or, there's something going on that I feel that I know is wrong. And the only response, the only route to treatment that the caregiver is giving is you need to lose some weight. That is extremely dangerous. And it's extremely dangerous thinking to think that the only answer to a person's problem can lie in their physicality or their ability to fit into a societal norm. It's not okay. It's not okay at all. And the fourth and final point that I'm going to hit on is how this influences way more people than we probably realize. So when we exercise fat phobia, so we're, talking about it, we're, judging people or talking bad about people because they do not fit the aesthetic of health that we deem appropriate. I don't know why. We created this standard. If you don't meet the standard, shame on you. You shouldn't be happy. You shouldn't be joyful. You shouldn't be able to do this. You shouldn't be able to do that. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve that. All you deserve to be is miserable because you don't meet the standard of health that I have set in my mind. When we operate from that space, we are teaching our children, we are teaching our friends, we are teaching everyone around us that that is an okay way to treat people that do not fit within our box, people that do not meet our standard of perfection or idealism. Also, you have to be conscious of the people around you. I have heard so many people make fat phobic comments around me because maybe they don't see me as being a fat person, or they don't think that I care, or whatever the case. All of that is internalized. So, if you have a child that is struggling with their weight, whether you know it or not, and you are going around making fat phobic comments, how do you think they're internalizing that? You have a friend that's overweight, you have a mother, you have a father, you have an uncle, you have somebody in your life that's overweight, and they are hearing your stigma. Even if you're saying, oh yeah, but not you. They are understanding and hearing what you're saying, and that they are not acceptable in your eyes. It's not okay to perpetuate that. It is never okay to perpetuate bullying, to perpetuate poor treatment of people based on the way that they look. It has to stop. It has to stop. I'll say it one more time. It has to stop. There are many more dangers and much more harm that can be done by perpetuating fat phobia, but I just wanted to bring up a few really salient points. I hope that this video gave you some more insight. Comment and let me know if there are other ones that you can think of, or if any of these really resonated with you. And I am sure that I will be back with another video about this topic, because it is one that I find really important. It's really near and dear to my heart. Again, I'm doing my dissertation about it. I really think this is something that we have to talk more about. We have to begin to work on this, or we are going to see, I'm not even going to go there. Things will get a lot worse in terms of the way that we treat one another, and I think it's time to return to love. That's all I'll say about that. Until next time, that is. All right, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.